Hi there, Roger Howell, Fairway Independent Mortgage here, also known as Idaho Mortgage Guy. And in the spirit of getting ready to buy a home this year, follow up a question we got a little earlier, and that was, do we loan on container homes? Wow, I've never been asked that question before in 16 years of lending. We did our homework, and we got the information back that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac do indeed allow these types of properties. However, there's a catch. Loans on these properties are eligible provided the appraiser has adequate information to develop a reliable opinion of market value. In English, that means that there have to be other similar homes, i.e. container homes, nearby that have sold that the appraiser can lay his or her fingers on and use that to develop an opinion of market value. So that means that you need to have 3, 4, 5, 6 other container homes nearby that have sold that the appraiser can pull the sales data on to be able to develop an opinion of the value of that particular container home that you or your client is trying to buy. So some very important considerations there. Finally here, and this is the most concerning part as far as I'm concerned if I had a client that was out there doing this, final property eligibility can only be verified by the underwriter when reviewing the final appraisal. So what that means is you're not going to have a firm answer on whether that property is eligible or not until you're 3/4 of the way through your loan process. So that could mean you're at home, you're packing up, you're forwarding mail, you're doing all these things on this container home you're wanting to buy, and you may not know until it's really late in the process whether you've got the home or not, or whether the home you can get a loan on that home. So if you don't get if it's not determined not to be eligible, what do you do? Well, hopefully you haven't written a non-refundable earnest money and your sales contract is contingent on the financing, because that's your escape clause to get your money back. However, if that's not the case, or you're doing this all cash yourself, you're buying the land, maybe you're wanting to put that container home on there, and then you're wanting to get a loan, a refinance at the end to get reimbursed, you may not be able to. So this type of property, the other types of loans that might work, seller financing. Ask the seller if they'll carry the note. Most won't, but some can, some will. So you got 20 or 25% to put down. It's at least worth asking to put that amount down, have them carry the note for you, do a private escrow or a long-term escrow at one of the title companies. And that's a perfectly legit way to finance a property, as long as the seller can do that. They may not be able to. They may need every dollar out of the property to buy their next one. Signature loan, maybe you can get part of the money back on a personal loan at the credit union or something. I wouldn't anticipate that being a very large loan, but that's one way. Say if you've built the home and now you're trying to refill the bank account with the money that you put into your container home project, that's one way. And finally, probably one of my favorite ways, if you can't get traditional financing, but you have a family member who is well off, and maybe they have some money that Wells Fargo was paying them 0 point nothing on their CD. Maybe it's a better deal if they made a loan to their son, daughter, nephew, whatever, at 4.5%, and it's secured. So anyway, those are some alternatives to getting a mortgage on a container home, which appears to be very difficult, even though technically it is allowed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So if you're thinking about that, or you're an agent and you've been asked about that, please give me a call before you let anyone put earnest money down on one of these types of projects here. You could save yourself a whole lot of aggravation and headache and hurt feelings. So once again, if you got questions, reach out to me here. Fairway Independent Mortgage in Meridian, Idaho. 208-955-9080 is my direct line. Thank you and have a great day.